station. ICE, out of Paramount. You are not welcome here.
Excuse me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You guys tell me, what happens whenever you open the border and you tell caravans of foreign people from other countries, from all over the world, basically, to surge at the border?
We immediately surge to the border
and bring in a whole bunch of third world people that don't speak English and don't pay taxes and don't, immediately we'll give them max benefits right away. Let's bring them all in. And we've already been doing it in California for a really long time. You know how that project has been a total absolute success and how our streets are clean, everyone's having a great time, and everything's really great, right? You know how everything's been great in California for a long time? What happens when on a federal level the majority of the country votes to clean up the trash that California has tried to export to the rest of the country? What happens whenever they show up in California to clean up like they've been doing all over the country now since Trump took control? How long was it going to take until they got to California, especially Southern California, and the illegals and all of the progressive idiots fight back, and it's a full-blown insurrection? These idiots said J6 was worse than Pearl Harbor and 9/11 combined, basically, is what they said. And we're going to watch some of these images. You tell me if this was like J6, if this is like the BLM riots, if J6 was like the BLM riots. You're absolutely retarded if that's your stance. You really, really are. And if you think that if you thought J6 was an insurrection, if you don't think this is an insurrection, I I don't know what to tell you. You're just not being genuine. You're just a piece of shit, retarded person that I don't even want to talk to you. All right, man. Let's see how much of this I can stomach. Let's get into it. We're gonna check out National Guard in Los Angeles. National Guard and the Marines are on standby. Let's see. Well, let's go. California on fire.
We've already seen a large growing National Guard presence here in downtown LA. If you take a look behind me here, you can see troops are stationed along Alameda Street as another protest is expected to take place later today near City Hall.
Okay, so the National Guard has finally made it to Los Angeles. Now, there's a bunch of controversy here because the Marines might show up as well. We'll get to that later. Now, we have a bunch of updates to go over. There were a lot of clashes overnight in LA. And like I said before, the Marines might show up. So we're going to go over all of this new information. Now, before we start, please like the video. It's the #1 way you guys are helping this channel, but it also helps others see the videos as well. Thank you so much.
They're coming out. They're coming out. Watch out! Watch out! Fuck you!
Okay, so it got very hectic overnight in Los Angeles. Now, that was expected, but the raw footage really shows you why Donald Trump said enough is enough, we have to send the National Guard. Now, overnight, Pete Hegseth confirmed that the National Guard will be immediately mobilizing to LA, but I wanted to show you, and if violence continues, active duty Marines at Camp Pendleton will also be mobilized. They are on high alert.
This follows President Trump's deployment of 2,000 National Guard members in response to a series of immigration protests across the city. This is new video from overnight showing the troops arrive. They stopped at City Hall after driving through Paramount, then ended up here at the Federal Building. Meantime, this follows another night of protest.
Straight, look at this. That's so sad. What is this? Look at this. Oh my God. I can't. You want to risk me getting.
So on top of the protesting and rioting, there was also looting, unfortunately. Now you're probably wondering, where the heck was the police? Well, according to local officials, this was all very peaceful. No, like literally, straight from the police department. Today, demonstrations across the city of Los Angeles remained peaceful, and we commend all those who exercise their First Amendment rights responsibly. The Los Angeles Police Department appreciates the cooperation of organizers, participants, and community partners who helped ensure public safety throughout the day. Now, I think you'll find this funny. The police department was fact-checked or community noted on X. They said the protests were not peaceful and without incident.
Yeah, go check out that guy's channel. The link for his stuff is down in the description. I believe his name is Marcus. I've used his videos once or twice in the past whenever we were exposing some Democrats that were obstructing ICE agents and even to the point of actually assaulting them and punching them. And they have been charged with crimes in regards to that. Now, the Democrats have set all this up by doing that stuff, basically showing the citizens and non-citizens that it's okay to attack these police officers. It's okay to attack basically our government and have an insurrection. It's okay to do this stuff. It's totally fine. And they've done it before January 6th. I never want to hear anything about January 6th ever again after these images. I really, really don't. This is January 6th, at least the people that were protesting at January 6th, rioting, whatever you want to call it, at least they had like legitimate gripes, man. You guys stopped counting you changed how the vote was counted in an election for the first time ever. And a bunch of anomalies happened surrounding it. And to say anything, to say that vague of a statement from me is like somehow a conspiracy theory. I mean, you're not being genuine at all. A lot of weird anomalies happened, and we stopped counting the vote and did weird stuff and extended the time and did a bunch of weird things that we've never done before. And people were rightfully upset about the result and everything, that all the anomalies that happened. At least they had a reason. At least it made sense, and they went there unarmed. These people are armed. These people are attacking the police. That's what they're doing. The Democrat politicians are not only rejecting the National Guard, not wanting them there, saying they don't need them, the local police have it all under control, but they're writing letters to their constituents to tell them, hey, great job, good job protecting the communities, protect our streets. ICE isn't welcome here. That's what they're telling them. If that's not an insurrection, I don't know what is. Now, let's just look at some of these images. I mean, how is this not 20 times worse than January 6th? It just is.
Oh, he wants a ride.
I said talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire!
Mira, gringa puta, te he dicho 1000 veces que yo no hablo inglés, puñeta. I don't speak English, me cago en tu madre. Tú me ves cara de Donald Trump a mí, cojones, me cago en tu...
Video from last night shows tense moments in downtown LA as protesters clashed with police, some setting off fireworks and starting fires. Officers responded with what appeared to be tear gas to disperse the crowds. In a separate incident, demonstrators were seen entering a damaged convenience store in Compton and looting items from inside. According to the LAPD, multiple individuals who returned to the area after a dispersal order was issued on Alameda Street.
Watch out. Oh, you shot her in the face.
So again, when watching this footage, remember, the mayor is saying everything is good to go. Gavin Newsom is saying we have local assets. They can handle this. This is the problem people have when they're watching all of this footage. And you want to talk about distrust with the federal government? I think we can see a lot of the distrust is happening with the local governments here.
We're literally out there protesting, carrying a foreign flag. That is absolutely insane. I mean, they're not just peaceful protesters. Well, these are illegals. These are exactly why the president is trying to secure our border.
All right. Well, carrying a flag is not illegal, as you know. And I just want to be clear. I just want to be
flag while you're attacking law enforcement. Well, it's pretty bad.
That's a different question. But I just want to just state for the record that what did happen in 1992 was so different from what we're seeing now. I mean, that was a real riot that went all across the city of Los Angeles after a verdict in the Rodney King case. This is a situation where the LA County Police,
Dana,
it's not good, but they're saying that they have it under control, and the president is sending national troops,
Dana,
federal troops, in a way that
we can look at
hasn't
this
been
and
done
we can
in a long
obviously
time.
see that it is not under control. It's not under control. You and I both can see that. It's not under control. And a riot is a riot. They're throwing all types of objects at law enforcement, and the president is absolutely right. I can't say this enough. This is why the American people elected President Trump, because we are moving in the right direction.
I mean, how can she sleep at night and go on TV with a straight face and just say all the things they tell her to say? pretending like they have it under control. They have it under control. 62 or 63 people were killed during the 92 LA riots. So people aren't being shot in the street quite yet right now. But they're not going to be far off. It's not going to be too much longer. You saw the usual suspects breaking into a store to loot it. Like that has anything to do with ICE or Donald Trump and getting illegals out. Let's go rob the 7-Eleven and tear the stores up and go steal a bunch of stuff because that'll stop ICE. So you have your normal opportunist. You got the usual suspects that love chaos and violence and go out there for the fun of it. You got the paid agitators. You got then you have the full-blown illegals that are willing to fight for it and not go back. And then you have the progressives that are going to be out there, the socialist Marxists that are really bought into this whole left-wing radical nonsense. And guess what? All of those people are all from the left. Whenever they talk about the left and the right, they both have, there's violent actors on both sides. They always have to go back to January 6th. It's so few and just there's a lot of distance between right-wing violence, significant violence. January 6th, they're going to bring up forever. Even after this, they'll still bring up January 6th. But, it's not comparable. It's just really not comparable. Either way, it's a strange thing to watch these people contort themselves into trying to act like this is okay. Really, they know it's not. It's just the fact that they have to try to keep the illegals here no matter what. That's really what it comes down to, guys. They need the illegals to stay. Their future power hinges on the illegals staying here so much that they will mobilize every arm of their terrorist organizations to facilitate the illegals being able to stay, even if it's half the illegals we were going to get out. If they're able to maintain half of them to stay, they think they win. They think they won. And it kind of is a win for them if they're able to keep these illegals here. So they're mobilizing it all. Usual suspects are out. It's BLM riots all over again, but somehow it's about ICE and Trump sowing chaos. I believe it was Cory Booker or somebody said, "Oh, Trump's sowing chaos. That's why the streets of LA are like this." That is absolutely bonkers. That's just like the craziest shit in the world. Coming from one of the leaders from the party that flooded our country with these foreign invaders, they're waving foreign flags, attacking our police, local police, federal law enforcement, ICE, the FBI, ATF. They're assaulting every single group of law enforcement that keeps our citizens safe. They're attacking them all, and they're basically being congratulated by Democrats for doing it and fighting back because do you see how these people are being used by the Democrats? They need these illegals to stay, and they don't care if your cousin's business gets burnt to the ground and the store is robbed. They don't care if your tires get slashed and your windows are busted out because you drive a Ford Explorer and it looks like an ICE undercover vehicle. They don't care if you get brained out there because you look like you might support whatever. They don't care about any of that. All they care about is keeping those illegals here so they can have future power. That's all they care about. So they don't want Trump's National Guard there. Hey, we got it under control. Don't send a National Guard. Anything to gum everything up and let these illegals stay. And it's absolutely disgusting. It turned my stomach. Let's check out a salty cracker video and make fun of the retarded side of it a little bit, just so I feel a little bit better at the end of this, because this shit is absolutely disgusting. This is the Democrats selling our country out, trying to completely overhaul the thing so they can stay in power, because the majority of the country doesn't want anything to do with them because they're lying, shifty, shady, socialist, Marxist, globalist. That's what they are. That's what the Democrat Party is. And the Americans no longer will vote for it. Look at their record low levels of approval. The American people no longer want to deal with this nonsense. They're fucking insane. The Democrat Party has gone absolutely, they're insane.
It's over for you, ICE. You've now come across the lefty Rainbow Corps of Engineers, and they have set up a barricade the likes of which you will never, ever be able to circumvent. Look at this. There's poles. Like, shopping carts? Shopping carts? How are you going to get past shopping carts? And look at this. Home Depot shopping cart. By the way, the best way to get Home Depot to fire all of their illegal alien employees and help ICE is to wreck all of Home Depot's gear. Home Depot is going to be a proud sponsor of ICE in about 3, 2, 1. You know it. But anyway, look at this, guys. Come on. Look at this. There's 2 cinder blocks. This is like some sort of gay Stonehenge, Abe. Oh yeah, no, it's over for you idiots. You'll never arrest the illegal aliens in Los Angeles. Not as long as we put a few of these cinder blocks. Little bit of this little plastic thing. Look at this, a plastic thing, Abe. Oh man. Yeah. Look at that. Oh no. Oh no. Look at this. A can. The world's tiniest palm tree. It's over. Oh wait, no. No, they just kind of drove right through it because... Oh my god, the stick! It did nothing, Abe! I was told that stick would be able to stop a 4-ton van. Can't believe I was wrong. I went to college! Ah! We were just like the Spartans. No, not in any fashion. It did nothing. Immediately, they just drove right through it. But we tagged. Look, we even wrote "fuck ICE." Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, no, California's dumb. California's so stupid. But this is the scene as a whole bunch of white liberal goofballs waving Mexican flags and illegal aliens try to stop the will of the people. And so we are currently at the kickoff of a fiery but mostly peaceful Summer of Love 2.0. Pallets of bricks have been miraculously deployed outside ICE departments. Huh. Wonder who did that. Wonder who did that. So the lefties are very upset, of course. Here is another... This guy right here is like, I'm going to throw rocks at ICE vehicles speeding down this, and that'll definitely stop them. Nope. Nope. Well, I'll get this one will stop. Nope. Here's the difference between 2016 and now. Donald Trump doesn't need to run for re-election. Yeah. Donald Trump has learned a lot from 2016. And you are going to see a crap ton of movements from the federal government to start stripping California of money. And I'm all for it. As a Californian, yes, this place is stupid. It's stupid. There's 800 idiots marching around the ICE facility right now in downtown Los Angeles. And these lefties are all masturbating to this, thinking that this is some sort of big show of force. There's 20 million people in Los Angeles. There's 800 of you outside that building. You are the insignificant few. You are propagandist, addicted lunatics, and the vast majority of people are absolutely done. They're absolutely done with illegal aliens, illegal alien crimes, illegal alien nonsense, and now you guys are going to start wrecking Home Depots? Yeah, you are going to lose goodwill, if there's any left, by the way, quicker than you did with the BLM nonsense. So congratulations, you've played yourself. All of this nonsense is galvanizing actual Americans who don't want to keep paying. Imagine this. You got all of these lefty goofballs over here. They demanded that the Obama administration force everybody to pay for health insurance through Obamacare, only to give it to illegal aliens here in California for free. People were like, well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be a racist. No, people are done now. Now people are done. Now you're blocking freeways, you're blocking streets, you're destroying Home Depots, you're setting stuff on fire, and you're getting ready and revved up to do more terrorism. You're going to get caught this time. This is way different than 2016.
There you go. That was a nice little palate cleanser. If you guys have never seen Salty Cracker or Marcus, the other guy that I covered in this video, you check out the links in the description if you want to check out their channels. But yeah, he always makes me giggle a little bit and takes the edge off. But I mean, he's totally right. Trump will use this to pull funds away from California if they're not going to comply and do what the majority of the country wants. Donald Trump is a completely different president this time than he was the first term and during the BLM riots. I believe he is going to activate that DOJ and DHS to really go after these people that are committing terrorism. You know, the Democrats really want to never let January 6th ever die. That it wasn't what it was supposed to be. It was a trick. It's a psyop. It really was. The optics of it are much worse than it actually was. And it certainly wasn't an insurrection or an attempt at an insurrection. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Now, this is different. How dare you? How dare you? You're either one of two people here. You either did this or you endorse this. Breaking a country's rules to go over their border and break into the country illegally, take benefits without paying into the benefits properly, break all the rules, get driver's licenses when you shouldn't be allowed to have driver's licenses, or just drive the cars without a license and wreck into people without having insurance, doing whatever you want. You either endorse this or you are doing this, and then you have the balls to wave a foreign flag in our country and scream, "Get out of here, you fascist, you authoritarian, you fascist regime." Who the fuck do you think you are to break into our country or endorse people breaking into our country, breaking all the rules, not abiding by any of the things that the citizens have to abide by, and then calling us and what we want and our law enforcement the fascist? You're the authoritarian. You're the one that's trampling over everything that everyone else is, all of their peace, all the peace and all the high trust society we could have. Any of that stuff is ruined because of you. You're the one that's ruining everything. You're the one that's ignoring the laws, ignoring the rules, and trampling over everything for your own personal, temporary happiness or whatever it is. Your personal life. You don't care what happens to anybody else. It's just me, me, me. I want what I want. I'm going to do whatever I want. You can't tell me. And if you do try to tell me that there's rules, well, then I'll call you a fascist and try to shut this whole conversation down. Dude, this shit is sick. We're stuck in a sick trap right now. And the last thing I'll say, Salty again, and we're gonna end this here. Again, he's correct. These people have worn out their welcome. These people have, especially the Democrats and the far left, they have worn out their any points they had of, oh, you know what, they are just no humans illegal. Oh, don't you want to be compassionate? Don't you want? Nah, dude, that shit, you used it all up. You used it all up during the BLM riots. That shit went to zero, and you have not curried any favor to get that meter up off the dead mark. And you're just immediately going to go back out into the streets, disrupt everyone's lives, destroy private businesses, attack local police, ruin people's lives. People will get killed eventually, I'm sure, and call everyone else the bad guy and blame everyone else for what you're doing and the behavior that we're trying to stop and get rooted out of this country. All right, man. I tried not to rant too much, man, but this shit got me absolutely sick. So I'm gonna end it here, man. Press buttons. I'll see you guys soon, man. I'll see you this week. Couple videos. I got some stuff I didn't finish, so I'll be seeing you soon.
There are certainly no weapons that you've seen. Careful. I see them going forward. Stay safe, Kyung.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! You okay? So they're pushing everybody into the street. I don't know why.
We're watching live pictures here. This is from Los Angeles, outside a Metropolitan Detention Center, where over the course of the last 2 hours, we've seen the size of the federal forces there grow. We're watching live pictures here. This is from Los Angeles, outside a Metropolitan Detention Center, where over the course of the last 2 hours, we've seen the size of the federal forces there grow, not just National Guard troops, and that's our Kyung Lao right in the middle of it. I want to make sure she stays safe and her photojournalist.
Right when the DHS forces, and now we're seeing them firing pepper balls.
Is it pepper balls? That's what I thought. When I saw those yellow colored weapons that almost looked like what you would take to a paintball range, right? They had the kind of receptacle on top. I thought that might be the rubber bullets or pepper balls.
Yeah, and I mean, what you're seeing is you're seeing the less than lethal weapons being used to fire what is OC spray, essentially, into the crowd to get them back.
But why did they need that? I'm sorry, they had moved them back, the vehicles are in. What is the need to fire?
Not clear from what I saw.
I want to make sure, Kyung, I'm just going to ask Kyung because she's in the midst of it. Kyung, what sparked them? First of all, are you getting peppered yourself? Are you feeling this? Because that smoke is insidious. It'll get in your eyes. Yeah. Okay, put some space between yourself and it.
Okay, right, we're backing up. We're back.
Back up, bitch! Back the fuck up, bitch! Back up, bitch! Your families are next! Do it! I want you to put a hand on every protester like this in case they decide to rush so you can pull your comrade back! Your families are next!